In our modern world, we wear busyness like a badge of honor. We run faster, work longer hours, and master the latest productivity hacks. Yet at the end of the day, many of us feel a deep sense of emptiness. We are climbing the ladder of success, only to find it's leaning against the wrong wall. We have mistaken efficiency for effectiveness. Efficiency is about speed. Effectiveness is about direction. Most people are busy being efficient at things that don't actually matter. Today, we go beyond the hacks. We go to the roots. Welcome to Wealth Entertainment 21. Since 1989, Stephen R. Covey's The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People has been the gold standard for personal and organizational leadership. With over 40 million copies sold, it is a timeless philosophy for living. Over the next 20 minutes, we will unlock its deepest secrets. Real change doesn't happen from the outside in, by changing your circumstances or your personality. It happens from the inside out, by changing your character and your paradigms. This is the inside-out approach that defines primary greatness. It is the core of Covey's philosophy. Covey teaches that to change your life, you must first change your paradigm. A paradigm is the lens through which you see the world. It is the mental map you use to interpret reality. If your map is wrong, your results will always be wrong, no matter how hard you work. Imagine you are in Chicago trying to find a location, but you've been given a map of Detroit by mistake. You can work harder, double your speed, and stay positive, but you'll never find your destination. You don't need a better attitude, you need a better map. The 7 habits are that map. Covey tells of a Sunday morning on a New York subway. A man and his children got on. The children were loud and disruptive, but the man sat there, eyes closed, doing nothing. The passengers, including Covey, felt growing irritation. They judged him as a poor father. When Covey finally spoke to the man replied, "Oh, you're right. I guess I should do something about it. We just came from the hospital where their mother died an hour ago." Suddenly, Covey's irritation vanished. That is a paradigm shift. Everything changes when the lens changes. Covey identifies a shift in success literature. For the first 150 years, the focus was on the character ethic, integrity, humility, and courage. Since World War I, we've shifted to the personality ethic, public image and social hacks. One is a solid root, the other is just a leaf. Personality is secondary greatness. Character is primary greatness. You can't have the fruits of success without the roots of character. Real effectiveness grows from the inside out, aligned with universal, true north principles. Without character, there is no foundation. Think of Aesop's fable. The egg is production, P. The goose is production capability, PC, the asset. If you focus only on the eggs and neglect the goose, you eventually destroy the very asset that produces the results. Effectiveness is the balance between P and PC. This balance applies to everything. If you don't maintain your physical health, you can't work. If you don't invest in your relationships, you can't cooperate. If you don't maintain your tools, they break. Effective people invest in the goose, not just the golden eggs. Human growth follows a maturity continuum. We all start in dependence, the paradigm of you. You take care of me. If things go wrong, I blame you. This is a state of reaction and powerlessness. It is the lowest level of human growth. We are victims of our conditions. As we grow, we achieve independence, the paradigm of I. I am responsible. I am self-reliant. This shift is the private victory, the mastery of self through habits 1, 2, and 3. It is the foundation of all true success. You own your life. But the ultimate state is interdependence, the paradigm of we. We can cooperate. We can combine our talents to create something greater. To be interdependent, you must first be truly independent. This is the public victory of habits 4, 5, and 6. This is where synergy happens. Habit 1. Be proactive. This is the habit of personal responsibility. Proactivity is more than taking initiative. It is realizing that you are the architect of your own character. You are not a product of your conditions, but of your decisions. You choose your weather. Most people believe in determinism, that they are the way they are because of genetics, their parents, or their environment. Proactive people reject this. They know that between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space lies our power to choose. Covey defines it as responsibility, the ability to choose your response. Proactive people live in that space. They choose their response based on values, not feelings. This is the essence of freedom. You are the master of your fate. You are responsible for your own happiness. As humans, we have 4 unique endowments: self-awareness, seeing ourselves objectively; imagination, seeing beyond our current reality; conscience, a deep inner sense of right and wrong; and independent will, the power to act based on our values. These are your tools for change. Look at your circle of concern, things you can't control, like the weather or the economy. Reactive people focus here, leaking energy and becoming victims of their circumstances. They focus on the weaknesses of others and the problems in their environment. Habit 2. Begin with the end in mind. This habit is based on the principle that all things are created twice. First is the mental creation. Second is the physical creation. If you don't lead your first creation, someone else will. You become the creator of your own future. A house is first a blueprint, then a structure. A business is first a vision, then an organization. Habit 2 is about becoming the programmer of your own destiny. It is the habit of personal leadership. You decide the destination before you start the journey. You write your own script. Imagine your own funeral. 3 years from today, what would you want your family to say? Your friends? Your colleagues? This clarity of vision becomes the North Star for every decision you make today. It defines who you want to be at the core. It is your definition of success. The most effective way to begin with the end in mind is to write a personal mission statement. It is your constitution, the center of your circle of influence and the foundation of your character. It is the compass that keeps you on course during the storms of life. It defines your values. What is at the center of your life? If you center on work or money, you are insecure. But if you center on principles, fairness, integrity, service, you have a foundation that never shifts. Principles are the only stable center in a changing world. They provide the right map, spinning on a gold axis. Habit 3, put first things first. This is the second creation, the physical creation. It is the habit of personal management. It's about organizing and executing around your priorities. It is the exercise of independent will to follow through on your vision. It is the habit of integrity, doing the work. Effective people don't just manage time, they manage themselves. It is the exercise of independent will to become principle-centered. It requires the discipline to follow through on the things that matter most, even when it's uncomfortable. It is the fulfillment of your mission. Everyday mastery. Covey's time matrix shows that effectiveness happens in quadrant 2, things that are important but not urgent. This is where planning, prevention, and relationship building happen. It is where you find growth and peace. It is the heart of effective management. You must live here, find your focus. Think of the jar of life. If you fill it with sand and small pebbles first, the big rocks, your mission, your family, your health, will never fit. You must put the big rocks in first, or they will never get in at all. Schedule your priorities. Don't prioritize your schedule. Focus on the big rocks. Prioritize greatness. To say yes to your priorities, you must have the courage to say no to other things. This requires a deep sense of purpose from habit 2. Effectiveness is the discipline to stay on track despite the noise of the urgent. You must focus on the best, not just the good. Character is saying no, protect your time. Effective management also involves delegation. Move from go for delegation, telling people exactly what to do, to stewardship delegation, focusing on results and trusting others' methods. This empowers others and multiplies your effectiveness. It builds trust and capacity in your team, lead by results. Mastering the first 3 habits brings the private victory. Now, you are ready for the public victory, success with others. This requires moving from independence to interdependence. Success with people is the fruit of success with yourself. It starts with trust and character, the bridge to others. Relationships are built on trust. Covey calls this the emotional bank account. It's the amount of trust you've built up in a relationship. Deposits increase it, withdrawals destroy it. You cannot synergize without a high balance. It is the currency of influence. Trust is everything. Open the vault of trust. There are 6 major deposits: understanding the individual, attending to the little things, keeping promises, clarifying expectations, showing personal integrity, and apologizing sincerely when you make a withdrawal. Trust is built in the small moments. Consistency is the key to a high balance. Build wealth in trust. Habit 4. Think win-win. This is the habit of interpersonal leadership. It is a philosophy of human interaction that seeks mutual benefit in all interactions. It's not a technique, it's a character trait born from the abundance mentality. It is the only sustainable way to lead in the long term. Create mutual value. There are 6 paradigms of interaction. Win-loss is authoritarian. Loss-win is being a doormat. Loss-loss is the philosophy of war. Win-win is the only sustainable choice. If you can't find a win-win, the highest choice is no deal. This preserves the relationship for the future and your integrity. Choose the higher path. Win-win is based on the abundance mentality, the belief that the world has enough for everyone. Most people have a scarcity mentality, seeing life as a zero-sum game. But effectiveness requires the heart to seek mutual benefit. Abundance is the root of cooperation and creative power. Share the pie. Habit 5. Seek first to understand, then to be understood. This is the single most important principle of interpersonal relations. Most people listen with the intent to reply. They are preparing their defense before you even finish. They are not listening. They are waiting for their turn to speak. Listen to understand. Empathic listening is entering the other person's frame of reference. You see the world as they see it. When someone feels truly understood, their defenses drop and they become open to your influence. Diagnose before you prescribe. It is the bridge to deep connection and problem solving. Feel their world. There are 5 levels of listening. Most stop at selective or attentive listening. But effective people practice empathic listening, listening with the intent to understand the other person's heart and mind. It is the ultimate form of respect and the key to influence. You must listen with your soul. Climb the ladder of empathy. Empathic listening is entering the other person's frame of reference. You see the world as they see it. When someone feels truly understood, their defenses drop and they become open to your influence. Diagnose before you prescribe. It is the bridge to deep connection and problem solving. Feel their world. There are 5 levels of listening. Most stop at selective or attentive listening, but effective people practice empathic listening, listening with the intent to understand the other person's heart and mind. It is the ultimate form of respect and the key to influence. You must listen with your soul. Climb the ladder of empathy. Habit 6. Synergize. This is the habit of creative cooperation. It is the realization that the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. Synergy is where 2 people create a third, better alternative together that neither could have found alone. It is the peak of interdependence. 1 + 1 = infinity. Create together. The essence of synergy is valuing differences, mental, emotional, and psychological. We don't just tolerate differences, we celebrate them. If 2 people have the same opinion, one of them is unnecessary. Use differences as a strength to discover new, higher ways of living and working together. Unity in diversity. Synergy is not compromise. Compromise is 1 + 1 = 1.5. Synergy is 1 + 1 = 3, 10, or even 100. It is the peak of interdependence and the true power of human teamwork. It is creative power in its highest form. Together, we achieve the impossible. Synergy is the magic of leadership. Reach for the stars. Habit 7. Sharpen the saw. This is the habit of renewal. It surrounds all the other habits because it makes them all possible. It is the continuous improvement of your greatest asset, yourself. It is the P/PC balance in action. You must take time to recharge your internal batteries every single day. Stay sharp. Covey identifies 4 dimensions of renewal: physical, mental, spiritual, and social-emotional. You must invest time in all 4 to remain effective and prevent burnout. If you don't take time to sharpen the saw, you'll spend all day sawing with a dull blade. Renewal is not a luxury, it is a survival skill. Sharpen your life. Physical renewal involves caring for your body through exercise, nutrition, and stress management. It means building endurance, flexibility, and strength. Your physical health is the PC, the production capability that allows you to work and lead. Do not neglect the engine of your life. Fuel your success. Mental renewal means continuing to expand your mind through reading, writing, and planning. It's about self-education and keeping your mind sharp and agile. Effective people never stop learning. They read broadly and think deeply. Keep your intellectual edge. Expand your horizon. Spiritual renewal is about your values and your commitment to your mission. It is found in meditation, prayer, or immersion in great literature and music. It provides the leadership to your life, reinforcing your personal mission statement. Find your center in the silence. Nurture your soul. Social emotional renewal is unique because it can be done in our daily interactions with others. It's about deep, meaningful connections and living a life of service and contribution. It is the daily exercise of your emotional bank account. Live with empathy and heart. Connect deeply. Renewal is the principle and the process that empowers us to move on an upward spiral of growth and change, of continuous improvement. To learn, commit, and do. To learn, commit, and do again. This is the path to greatness. It is a lifelong commitment to being your best self. The spiral never ends. Keep climbing, rise higher. As you master these habits, you become a transitional person. You stop passing on negative scripts and start reflecting a positive social mirror to others. You help them see their own potential and greatness. You become a light, not a judge. You change the lives of everyone you touch. You become a leader. Reflect the best in others. Become a light. Mastering these 7 habits is not a one-time event. It is a lifelong journey. It requires discipline, consistency, and a commitment to primary greatness. It is about becoming the leader of your own life and leaving a legacy of immense impact. Greatness is a choice you make every single day. Choose well. Be the hero of your own story. Lead with character. You have the power to change your paradigms, to choose your response, and to build a life of immense meaning and purpose. The journey starts with a single proactive choice. What will you choose today? Your destiny is in your own hands. Seize it and never look back. Your greatness starts now. Live with purpose. Fulfill your mission. If this masterclass has inspired you, subscribe to Wealth Entertainment 21. Join our community of high achievers. Follow at sayit.growth on Instagram for more daily insights into success and effectiveness. Together, we will build a life of primary greatness and change the world. Subscribe now, join the elite. Wealth is character. The principles of effectiveness are not inventions, they are laws. Like the law of gravity, they work whether we believe in them or not. To live a life of meaning, you must align your character with these laws. Start your first creation today. What is your mission? Write it down. Live it. You have the power to be a transitional person, to break the cycles of the past and build a new future for yourself and those around you. You are the architect. You are the leader. Your character is the foundation of everything you will ever achieve. Be the light that guides others. Remember, your character is your destiny. Invest in it every single day. I'm Saeed, and this is Wealth Entertainment 21. We'll see you in the next deep dive. Stay effective, stay focused, and keep growing. Until next time, stay great and lead with character. Goodbye for now. Stay legendary. Keep the fire burning.